In your opinion, ultimately, is this going to achieve what the Trump administration wants it to achieve, which is critical minerals independence, and over what period of time?
This executive order is focused primarily on domestic mineral production, which is kind of intentioned to complement the other efforts. A lot of the focus so far prior to this executive order was focused internationally. We saw discussion of critical minerals cooperation with Greenland, Ukraine, Democratic Republic of Congo. Now we're looking to build our capabilities here at home, and it looks at two different things. One is building mineral production here at home, but the second really core part is how do we build processing capabilities? China only produces between 1 and 10% of the world's nickel, cobalt, and lithium, but they process between 40 and 90%. So what we're doing with this executive order is building our capabilities and aligning it. We saw the Biden administration look at minerals through a green energy lens, but what this does is this executive order actually asks the Secretary of Defense to prioritize the mining industry as a defense industrial base priority. So we see a stronger alignment there to bring these capabilities at home and line it up to our national security interests.
Gracelin, what can US producers therefore expect in terms of incentives, loans, funding, subsidies broadly to really take critical minerals production to the next level?
So the first thing we see is permitting. So the U.S. has the second longest time in terms of permitting and building a mine in the world. S&P has put this number at 29 years. The executive order says that within 10 days, the National Energy Dominance Council has to identify a list of priority projects for domestic permitting, and they also have to put forth a list of federal lands where there are minerals. So one is prioritizing permitting. The second thing is funding, and this is a tricky one because, it asks entities like Department of Defense, Energy, Interior, Small Business Administration to prioritize and give as favorable terms as possible to mineral projects. However, this executive order cannot appropriate new funds. So for that to happen, for new funds to be allocated, we actually have to go back through Congress, similar to what President Biden did with the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Investment Jobs Act. So there's an increase in repurposing these funds towards minerals, but not an increase in the absolute pot of money.